After days of funeral service and memorials honoring former President George H.W. Bush, he is in his final resting place tonight.
Bush was buried at his library on the campus of Texas A&M next to his wife and daughter. His body transported there on his own honorary train. KXAN's Aaron Cargill joining us live from the Library and Museum in College Station with the latest after a very full day.
That's right. We're back out here in front of the Presidential Library. It was off limits to the public earlier for that burial, but it will reopen to the public tomorrow. Tonight, a lot of Texans have a lot to talk about. I imagine they're calling and texting friends and family members, telling them about the moment they saw the casket of a former president go by. You had to get here early to snag a front row spot next to Kyle Field, where the railroad tracks cross onto campus. Thousands shoulder to shoulder with cell phones ready.
I'm excited. I don't know how much you're going to see, but I'll try to get something.
We just wanted to come pay our respects.
Wade Zimmer, like many others, trying to put this moment into perspective for a little one.
We're helping her to understand that President Bush went to be with Jesus. So his soul is gone, but his body is still here.
The historical site, everything these onlookers imagined, and more.
It was awesome. I never thought I would actually see that.
We've been driving this path for...
Laura Conway Carnes followed the train in her car all afternoon.
To wave and have their flags and just the respect. It's so touching.
I think I remember most seeing that one train car where it was visible that you could actually view the entire casket and the military honors that stood there to guard a wonderful man and bring him on in to his second home.
And it was quite a sight to see. As I mentioned, this library will reopen to the public tomorrow, and it's free admission for the next 2 days. Hey, it's only a 2-hour drive from Austin. I bet you a lot of people are going to make the trip here. Back to you.
No doubt about that, Aaron. Thanks. Today's final funeral bringing closure to the Bush family and to Texans, but it also gives us a chance to reflect on President Bush's time in office and his lasting legacy. Earlier this week, I spoke with a respected author on the subject. Joining us for perspective is Michael Beschloss. He's the NBC News presidential historian and author of the recent book, Presidents of War. And when we look at presidents from the past century, Michael, what makes George H.W. Bush stand out?
He stood out because, the biggest task he was given was wind up the Cold War without firing a shot. And he did it by building this relationship with the Soviet leader, Mikhail Gorbachev. If someone else had been president at that moment, it might not have happened. And the other thing is that he had these qualities that shine through to us, especially in these times. Modesty, and he liked to reach across the aisle.
On the political side, of course, a lot of folks remember him for breaking his no new taxes promise. They see that as a failing. Others say he was a leader willing to compromise for a greater good. Is that a defining moment of his presidency, do you think?
He said it was a big mistake for him to do that and probably cost him the '92 election. Positive side is that that tough decision probably created the beginning of the prosperity of the 1990s. So lost his job, but did a good thing for the country.
What's the lasting legacy of George H.W. Bush in your book?
That this is someone who can be successful in politics and still be a nice guy. Sometimes we forget that in these times.
Indeed. Michael Beschloss, NBC News presidential historian, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
For all of our coverage and how people across the nation are remembering George H.W. Bush, just head over to our website, kxan.com. Click on the banner at the top of the homepage.